Psalm 112. Blessed is the man who feareth the Lord. The righteous shall be had in everlasting remembrance. Okay, here we go. Before I actually read this, I want to say that there will be Joseph Smith translations in this psalm, so that will be coming up after I finish the reading. But let us get to the psalm. Praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. His seed shall be mighty upon the earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endureth forever. Unto the upright there ariseth light in the darkness. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous. A good man sheweth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion. Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. His heart is established. He shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies. He hath dispersed. He hath given to the poor. His righteousness endureth forever. His horn shall be exalted with honor. The wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall gnash with his teeth and melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish. Now that's an interesting one. The phrase there, his righteousness endureth forever, is repeated a couple of times. At least twice, I think, possibly 3 times, but it is repeated at least twice. It's an interesting psalm. The righteous who cling to the will of God and seek diligently and joyfully to live the commandments are prospered. And they send out. They lend and they donate. They do everything they can to help other people. And they are, in a sense, not exactly protected, but they are upheld by God. Doesn't mean they don't suffer trials, but they are upheld by God. It's a nice little poem. But now, before we continue, before I end the video, there is, as I said, Joseph Smith translations. What the Joseph Smith translation is, again, this is an inspired translation or correction of the Bible done by Joseph Smith to restore passages that had been lost or in error over the years. So here we go. Verse 1 we start off with. In the King James it is rendered, Praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. So he takes out the word that. Takes out that little pronoun there. It says, Praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man who feareth the Lord and delighteth greatly in his commandments. Not a big change in meaning, but makes the grammar flow a little easier. Then we get verse 8. In the King James it is rendered, His heart is established. He shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies. So his desire is taken out in Joseph changed until he see judgment executed upon his enemies. That is a significant change in that instead of that the original wording gives the impression of vengeance. It's his desires carried out. I want this to happen to my enemies. But it's not his desire. It's judgment and justice. It is when God renders justice to his enemies. That is a significant change, in my opinion. But this is a great little psalm. Not very long, but does extol the virtues of righteousness, and I like that.